Welcome to another edition of International Soccer Break, the onside offside version. So to debate this topic is, of course, Rahi and Roy, and we're going to talk today about a certain award, the Ballon d'Or. And of
Pretty
course,
good pronunciation, Ballon d'Or. I can't do it very well. Roy, can you do it? Try it once.
Ballon d'Or.
Oh,
Yes.
I don't know. That wasn't very good.
we don't
It
know
was
if that's
great.
the
You
correct
got to
French.
do the little throat work there. Ballon d'Or.
Do you know what it means? Who knows what it means? This is the quiz, gentlemen.
The quiz. I think it is the golden balls.
Very good. Very
My
good.
nickname in high school.
Golden Ball Singular, I believe it is what it is.
Singular, yeah.
Singular. All right.
Right.
So anyone want to know who won this? Let's just display
Who is
in
it?
case no one knows.
Oh,
Oh,
Look at
Oh,
that.
shock
So
of the
beautiful.
century.
It's
Shock.
so beautiful. Oh,
Shock of the century.
That's a really cute photo, I must say. That is really
he is
endearing.
very cute. He is very adorable.
He's got a very different vibe from Mr. Cristiano. You know, I think Cristiano's the more suave, traditionally good looking guy, and this guy's, he's kind of got the different
I don't call him
I
suave.
don't
I
know.
think
I don't know. They have
Messi's
different positionings.
Messi's the boy next door. Ronaldo's the gym rat, who's the buffest guy at the gym. Everyone thinks he's super hot. Messi's just a
I
cute boy
don't
next
I don't
door.
think Messi's
There is.
strong point is in his looks department. But anyway,
Messi's Betty and CR7 is Veronica.
oh,
I don't
it's
know
a good
who that
Archie.
is.
Archie.
It's a good Archie reference.
Is that Sex and the City? What is that?
Archie. But so anyhow, so Messi obviously won the Ballon d'Or this week. There was a lot of talk. Firstly, in third place coming in, Kylian Mbappe. So an argument could be made for Kylian Mbappe. But the much stronger argument, obviously, was Erling Haaland, who broke a record after record after record for an English-based player. 36 goals in the Premier League, over 52 goals in all competitions. And so this begs the question of onside or offside, should Messi have won the Ballon d'Or? Let's break it down.
Go for it, Rocky.
Break it down. The problem we have is the Ballon d'Or is not really defined. We don't know what it actually means. The best player in the world in theory. But if it's the best player in the world, it should be Messi every single year for the past 20 years. But it's not really that. It's the best player of the year, it's more emotional. And for that reason, if you perform well in the World Cup, if you did what Messi did, which is to win a World Cup for his country for the first time ever, it has an oversized emotional impact. And for that reason, he should definitely win it. So being the best player, he should win it. For his World Cup performance, he should win it. Absolutely. Because the World Cup is the biggest emotional tournament that we have in this sport. Now, it's not really fair to Haaland, because he's playing with the Norway team that's never going to win a World Cup. That's never going to compete on the same level as Messi's Argentina. But it's the reality. We need two separate awards, a club award, a world, international award. But it's not really fair. But does he deserve to win it? Absolutely.
Okay, so you're on the side, Roy.
I'm on side.
Listen, guys, this is a more monumental than Messi's 8th is the first MLS-based player to claim the coveted Ballon d'Or.
True.
This is
all
massive
of 1 month. Yeah.
for Major League Soccer, and I think it pushes it up to a top 4 league in the world. Am I right, boys? I
No,
think
that's
it's
absolutely
settled
incorrect.
that debate.
We'd have to debate. I think we'd have to debate that.
Dethroned Germany. Germany is now 5th, and MLS has jumped to 4th. But that aside, this could not have gone any other way. And that, yes, I agree with Rocky here for once that emotions play a large part of this. You have the greatest player all around in every aspect of our generation, of all time, arguably, still playing the beautiful game. And he finally won the thing that has been deceiving him his entire life, that's been deceiving his nation since 1986. He freaking won it.
Deceiving? Is that the right word? It's
mid-30s.
been deceiving him?
Yes.
Okay, fine.
Is there a problem? He was deceived against Germany by Müller. That
Okay.
was very heartbreaking. But
Mario Götze was actually the one who did that.
correct. In his final World Cup. Well, we'll see. We'll see in 2026. But the one everyone said would be his final World Cup, the one he said would be his final World Cup, he goes out and freaking wins it over Mbappe. That eliminates Mbappe from Ballon d'Or consideration.
But that's ridiculous
because
because
absolutely not win that. That on top of the fact that Mbappe plays in obscurity. The French league, that team has a payroll triple most teams in the league, 5x, 10x most teams in the league. No one really watches it. He needs to get out of there if he wants to win this Ballon d'Or.
Messi basically was on PSG when he won this award, man.
Very good point.
Yeah, but
if this were a club award
around the same time, I think that's why he got it.
Roy, if this were a club award, we can agree that Messi would have no business winning this award. He was downright very bad for his club team in this same time frame. And at the same time, Erling Haaland was arguably the best striker ever at his position for his club in a singular year, right? So there's no comparison if it were
a club award, sure. If this was exclusively based on club performance, this year Messi played some of his games with PSG where he wasn't exactly firing on all cylinders, and he played some of it for Miami where he's been injured for the past 3 months or so, and he won Leagues Cup. He was absolutely incredible there, but not enough. You can't say Messi has been better for club this year over Haaland. Haaland would have won it, but that's not the award. That's not the award. The award is
the problem. There's everything. No definition, right? If remember the year Luka Modric won it, he won it. He was good for Real Madrid that year, but he won the Ballon d'Or instead of Ronaldo and Messi for the first time in ages because of what Croatia did in that 2018 World Cup, because he took them to the final of that World Cup. And for that reason, and the emotional impact stuck in our minds, stuck in our hearts, that's why he won the award. And I don't think he didn't deserve it. He deserved it. But we don't really have a clear definition. It's all very nebulous what this award means.
Yeah.
But did they get it wrong? I think the question is, did they get it wrong? I don't think they did.
Well, it depends on what the definition is. If it's the best club player,
your heart and soul, what does your heart, your soul, your mind tell you? Who should have won this? I think it's hard to argue that it shouldn't have been Messi. It's absolutely Messi. He won Copa America. He won the World Cup.
Exactly. I think of all seasons, and I agree with you both. I'm on side on this. There's been a lot of talk about, Haaland stats, all this kind of stuff. It kind of is akin to, just from a domestic perspective, there'll be a lot of times in the NBA where you'll get a player that wins that doesn't win, the NBA finals, or is not even close to the NBA finals. And everyone is like, oh, whoa, that guy won over Shaq, or that guy won over, the player that wins in the finals. I do think there's an element in all sports of when you win the highest trophy in a specific sport, and the World Cup is the biggest trophy in the world, to completely discount someone that has won that, unless they had, I don't know, unless it was like a situation like Fabio Grosso or something in, when Italy won, when scoring the winning penalty and scoring in the semifinals against Germany with the best player of all time. Even if he had a average season for PSG, you have to give him the award. I don't think there's anything else. Erling Haaland just got unlucky that was the season that he went off, so.
Exactly. If it wasn't a World Cup year, if Messi doesn't win, I think Haaland wins. But you don't have to win the World Cup. For Messi and Argentina, you do, right? But for Croatia and Modric, you just have to, you have to take him to new heights, right?
Yep.
For Portugal and Ronaldo, you have to win a Euro. There's different standards depending on the country you play for. For Haaland, it might be, can you make a run in a Euro with Norway? Can you make a deep run? Then it'll have a big impact. Else. You're not going to win a tournament.
Yep. And also, let's look at Haaland and Manchester City. Does Manchester City win without Haaland? They did before. They did with. They will after. So
not the treble, but
maybe. I don't know. They're a brilliant team. They're brilliantly coached. They're tactically sound. They're arguably the best team in the world for the past few years. So Haaland is nice to have for them, but I don't think they need him. They'll function without him. I don't think we could say the same about Copa America and Messi.
No.
Yeah.
And not the World Cup.
I think it's more just based on the levels of that Haaland did last season. But anyhow, I think, this is Messi's week. And so we'll end it there. And we will turn it over to Mr. Argentina over there, Roycito, to close us out.
Vamos, Messi. Te amamos. Felicitaciones, ídolo. Vamos, carajo, Messi. Vamos, carajo. Viva el fútbol.